Hello everybody, welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to a really quick tutorial on how to assemble my brand new Scalloped Stitched Envelope Die. Okay, first of all, this is a huge die, okay? The actual die measures, it's about maybe 7 by 7, okay? And if you look at my little example here, we have that cute little circle, almost like a little reinforcer. I have one, but if you cut out two, you can make it look like this little sample envelope that we have on the cover here. And then to close it, you put some little string around it, and I'll show you that in a moment. Now what I did was I had my die guy make me little embossing marks, okay? So this way, when you do cut, if you do just, you don't have to use it with these, just so you'll know, I'm just throwing that out there. You could go ahead and just use it as a regular envelope. But there's little faint markings there. There's one here and one there on where to place this when you cut them out. Okay, so you won't be guessing like, oh my God, it's not gonna line up perfectly or what have you. So anyways, the measurements, it's a 7 by 7 envelope, but the measurements on the inside is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. The reason why I made this that particular size is because I wanted to make it where it could fit our 3 by 4 die, okay? It's, remember, my 3 by 4 die, which is right here. So you could make cards out of it. You could turn it into a card, or you could just make a little note, and it will fit in there beautifully, okay? You could put a gift card in here. It's big enough for a gift card. You could put treats in here. There's so many things, fun stuff you could do with this. I just felt we needed a bigger envelope because I am obsessed with my 3 by 4 die, and I love that I can make little miniature cards out of them, okay? So I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of ways. The first one I'm going to show you, I'll put it together for you in a moment, but I just wanted to show you one way how you could decorate it. I use my rosette die for this, so then I use my older stamps, my all around everything. This is especially for you, and put the little all around holiday, that came from All Around Holidays. So you could decorate it like so. So if you don't want to use it with that little circle, you could just throw some little removable adhesive there and just close it just like so, just like a cute little envelope, okay? And then you could put the cute little card in there, and it'll fit perfectly in there, and you could just use it as a straight envelope. You don't have to do anything else to it, okay? So I am going to show you how to put it together using this right there. So let's get started. Okay, here are my pieces cut out, okay? Here goes the envelope, and here goes the, remember, it just comes with one, so you want to cut it out twice if you want to use it, you know, the feature I'm about to show you. So I love this die because it has the little stitching only on the flap. I didn't want to put it here because if you fold it, it'll be hard. It'll probably fold on the stitching. That wouldn't work. And then we have stitching at the bottom flap there. Okay, so here's where I want to show you, and it's really, like I said, it's very faint, the little emboss edge right there, but you can see it's right there in the center. The reason why we didn't want it so like noticeable, because if you want to just use this as a regular envelope and close it, you won't be able to see it. So it's kind of hidden, but it well enough where you can actually still see it. And the other one is over here on this side, okay? You can see it right there on that little polka dot. I'll put my little mail mark in there so you can see it. So right there is the second hole, okay? So, and then there goes your first hole right there, okay? So now what you want to do is, I highly recommend, if you're going to use it with the little reinforcer tabs here, I recommend you put these on first. So what I usually do is I just get something just to poke my hole. Let me grab my little piercer here. Let's use this one here. Okay, so I just poke my hole right where that little the little dent was, okay? And then I put my the little reinforcer like so. The reason why these are a little bit bigger, okay, because you have the option of using an eyelet as well. Remember our old school eyelets? And that will fit the little tiny eyelets that we all have in our stash. So you might want to take those out of the vault as well, because you can use an eyelet with it also. Okay, so that's why that little hole is that size. Or if you just want to make it simple, just put a brad in there. Okay, so I have my little brad here, and I'm just going to just go ahead and open up the little prongs in the back, just like so. And then you want to just kind of just fix that so it could be in the center. Okay, so there goes your first one there. Okay, and then the second one, and like I said, definitely do this before you glue down any edges, okay? And then put your little circle guy there, and this just like so. Okay, so now that you have that like so, now what you want to do is just go ahead and start, you know, making your little folds, and there are score lines there. So you want to grab your little bone folder and do this. And then the bottom one here. Okay, and then what I usually do is I just grab my adhesive and just go along there. So we could get that down first, and then the bottom part. So remember, you want to keep this, you don't want to put this on the inside because you want the pretty stitching to show on the outside, okay? And then just go ahead and just get that little floppy down there. And then what you want to do is, I like to use my little crochet thread, I believe it's called. Trust me, you don't have to go out and buy this. If you have thin twine like this, you could use your thin twine for it. And this works if you have like if you could use, because you could totally mix and match these. You can make the little circles out of different colors and use heavier cardstock with them. You could do, you know, so much. And if you want, I put smaller brads in here. You could put a little bit bigger brad in there if you want, so they won't move around so much. So anyways, what you want to do, oh, you know what I did? I kind of messed up. Let me take this out, okay? Let's rewind just for a little bit. What I want to do is I want to put this in here through the little hole, okay? And keep it down like so. And then I'm going to put my little brad back in here. Alright, there we go. So this way you'll have that in there already. So that's why if you use it with an eyelet, it'll be nice as well. It will really look good. So what you want to do is just go like this. Okay. And then just go ahead and give this a little trimmy trim. And it will, hold on one second, let me do this better. Okay, see, there you go. Now once you get this down, you could just tighten up your brad so it won't move around so much. So that's why I wanted, I'll show you next with an eyelet, okay, so you can see what I'm talking about. So this will go around there like so. Because see, with the brad it will kind of turn on you. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the brad. I'm going to show you how to do it with an eyelet, okay? Okay, I carefully took this apart. Okay, so what you want to do is grab your crocodile. For those of you who do not have a crocodile, feel free to use like the old school, your little eyelet, remember, with the little hammer. But it's so much easier, and so many of us have this crocodile already, so it's fine. So go ahead and just punch your little circle, just like so, okay, on each side. Okay, so now here goes. Remember these back in the days? This is all we used to use. This is these cute little eyelets. Thank God I never got rid of my stash, because you will go back to them eventually one day, and this is your time. So take those out of your vault as well. Okay, so now Here goes the first one. We're going to do the bottom one. So you just want to do is just stick your little your eyelet just like so. And it looks so much prettier with an eyelet. In my opinion, you could do it either or. And then you're going to go ahead and just squeeze that. And I remember that's the reason why I loved my crocodile, because there's no more hammering and struggling trying to get your eyelets down. You see how prettier that is, and your little circle thing doesn't move around, okay? And like I said, you don't need to go buy all that stuff, because you could just use it as a simple envelope just like you see on this one here, okay? This is just a little to kick it up a notch, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I am going to take my little thread, or you could use this. Let's use this right here. I just like this crochet thread because it is thinner, and you could color it to make it any color you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my twine, I'm going to stick it through the hole like so, okay, and just kind of, I mean, you could trim that in the back, don't worry about it, so just to keep it in there. And then you're going to go ahead and put your little circle die right on top, and then put your little eyelet in here. Just like so, okay? And then you are going to grab your crocodile and do the same thing. You're going to squeeze that in there. And then this way, your little string, it's not going anywhere, okay? And if you want to trim it a little, you can on the inside. And then now, let's see, let's go ahead and just put more adhesive on here. You can go ahead and put it together. Isn't that so cute? I love it. So I just wanted to show you with the brads and stuff, just for those of you who do not have any eyelets. I mean, they're really super inexpensive as well. So now that you have that like so, now you could go around and put it just like that. Give it a little trimmy trim. And just like that, a super cute little, I like to call it like the little closures. This reminds me of like old school, like, you know how like the little folders we used to have at school. So you just want to make sure this is thin. Don't use a thick twine in here because I mean, it's up to you. But if you do, you want to make sure these are with heavy cardstock, the little circle thingies. So anyways, that is our super cute little brand new, the scallop stitched envelope for you today. And here goes one that I decorated already in the front. So hopefully this helps a lot of you out there. Again, if you have questions, email me at info@my-creative-time.com. For more inspiration on any of my projects, please, on any of my products, I should say, visit my blog at www.creativeTimeForMe.com. And then to purchase this awesome envelope die, you could visit my store at my-creative-time.com and click on shop at the top, and then on the little categories, click on dies, and then there's going to be a little place for you to view all, and if you click on view all, scroll down till you see this envelope die. This is probably the biggest die in there right now, beside the treat slider die. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.